No, we're getting a call. All right, let's see how this
Never
goes. Speaker. All right, hello, caller.
Hello, how are you?
We're surviving. How's the night going?
It's been going good. What are we talking about tonight?
You can give your opinion on anything Orlando City related, or we can talk about the 1-1 result against DC, or the preview the match against Tigres.
Oh, gotcha. Well, let's see. It's like how I mentioned on Saturday on DC game, the 1-1 draw. I just don't get why we keep on doing the rotations. You know, like you look at the UEFA Champions League and you don't see Chelsea or Liverpool or Man City changing their rotations, and even with when they're playing in their league, you know. So it just doesn't make sense. And also, isn't that the more you're changing rotations, it's like you're not letting the players get used to each other, to understand each other and build chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't.
So then.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, man. My bad.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't disagree with you. I think building chemistry at the beginning of the season is big. But also, we have depth, but we don't have the quality depth that a Chelsea or Liverpool have. So kind of comparing that is, fair, but also a little bit unfair at the same time.
Right. I know it's two different leagues with MLS and Premier League, but it's just we're in the CONCACAF Champions League for a reason. So that's just my opinion. But the way how the boys played against Tigres last Tuesday was phenomenal. By phenomenal, I mean like they were holding their own, even though Pedro Grace is our GOAT. Like, I don't care what anybody says. He is our
Fair.
GOAT. So I'm hoping that the boys will actually pull through this Wednesday, and, they'll start shooting more, and they'll start crossing it in more and stop passing it back. That's the most frustrating thing, is that they keep on passing it back. For what? We are not Barcelona. We're not. Just shoot the damn ball. Fair.
I think you got 98% of the fan base on your side with your opinion at this point, so we can't fault you at all.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for letting me have your time and speaking my mind about the OC.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Well, not anytime, but, whenever we do this.
All right, gotcha, man. Vamos Orlando, man.
All right, yeah, have a good one. Vamos.
Well done.
Hello.
Hello?
There you go. We can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, good. So how are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Doing
we
pretty
got
well.
an echo effect on the podcast right now, and I can't figure out how to get it off, so everything sounds echoey, but here we are.
Nah, guys of the struggles of the job. But now my question would be for you guys, and because I feel like this is a topic that needs to be addressed. Let's suppose that we are out of the CCL and we keep getting these mediocre results in the league. Who do we bring in? Because if these mediocre results in the league right now, they're acceptable because the CCL, Champions League, and we need to win that. But if we're out of the CCL and these mediocre results keep on happening, who do you guys want to see in the club replacing Oscar Pareja?
Oh, that's a deep question. Let's bring Thomas Tuchel over to the City Beautiful.
Oh, dear God, no.
Well, it's not realistic to give you
who could work?
Who?
Bro, in my dreams, because we just play terrorist ball, so why not just bring Simeone?
See, no. That's what we're trying to get rid of. That's what we're trying to move away from, is playing terrorist ball.
Nah, but terrorist ball, I feel like Simeone could make it work here in Orlando.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But you want to watch something that's exciting. You don't want to watch a team sit back for 75 minutes, hope to get one chance, and then win every single game 1-0.
Yeah. And now, but the thing is, do you think that it's fully on Oscar the lack of an offense, or do you think that it's just a bad state of the players?
It's got to be Oscar because we've brought in very good attacking talent. Maybe they haven't meshed together fully yet, but you got to just let them play, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys, thank you. Keep up the good work with the podcast. Just in general, hope that the podcast keeps on growing, and hope we get a result this Wednesday against Tigres.
Facts. We need to win.
Appreciate the kind words. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, it was so close. Oh, no. Poor guy.
What the fuck?
All right, we'll call you back. All right.
Interesting. Someone just
Nice
tried
call.
to log into my Discord account from England.
Nice.
God damn
Eric
it.
Ten Hag.
London.
Hey, you're
Hello.
right. Hey, sorry we missed your call.
Hey, no big deal. It's Art. I do some of the crazy fan reaction.
Oh.
So I'd like to talk football with you guys. You got a minute?
Fair, yeah. Let's go.
Oh, is it on now? Live?
No, we're not live. We don't have the money for that yet.
Oh, it's
but
recording.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I do the crazy things like the Born Wet thing, and the last thing with the
Yeah.
Absolute
the
icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we want to talk actual like football this season, I can do that. You ready?
Yep. Let's go.
All right, so I think it's been a very weird opening of the season for a lot of Orlando City fans. Like, I think it was like 2018 maybe. We thought we had an awesome team. I think we won like 6 games in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that season?
Yeah. That was Christ.
Yeah.
believe. Under.
Was it?
It was. I think
Yeah,
it was
what-
Christ, and then he went on like a 12-game skid, and then we brought in O'Connor.
Yeah, I think I remember like God, that one defensive back who was on the Prince of Windermere. He was a defender, Jonathan Spector. I think Jonathan Spector was on that team.
Yeah.
Before he got released or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, he got released because he had played football for so long. At that point, I remember he played with England for a number of years. So we had that year, which was like this anomaly, like an awesome start, right? And then we had other years where it was just like average. We had the Nani years, where Nani didn't like to pass the ball a lot. And, we just waited on Nani to have like a 2-goal, brace to actually get us a victory.
Yep.
And I think this year's different because we're actually seeing a coach maybe prepare for the length of the season, maybe prepare for this like pretty cool tournament that we're in right now, the CONCACAF Champions League. And we might be seeing a coach actually try and balance a roster through these things. And we haven't lost. We're not scoring a ton of goals, but we've played some pretty difficult matches. We played the New York Red Bulls. We played Tigres, DC United, and what was the other team?
Cincy.
Cincinnati, who finished, I'm pretty sure they finished high in the Eastern Conference last year. And they have some amazing frontline talent, but we're not playing chumps in the league, and we're also playing chumps out of other leagues. And we're not losing, and thank goodness for Pedro Galese and however many arms he does have. But would you not agree that this is a different sort of maturation as our team is growing? I'm frustrated like you that we're not scoring the goals we want, but at the same time, maybe as we're kind of leveling up as a club, does it require more patience from us as we watch our coach try and navigate this early season stuff? What are your thoughts on that?
For me, I think the biggest thing that I've noticed, at least this year, is defensively we seem a lot more sound. Like we're able to, in the Poppy special, when we're sitting back, we're not conceding 2 or 3 goals. But at the same time, we're not seeing the goals that we should at this point. Like Zach said it earlier, right? We've brought in so much promising attacking talent that we should be seeing more, but we're just not getting that yet. And Poppy's done great in aspects of the rotational side. We're seeing, like you said, him preparing more for a longer season, a bigger stretch of games. But in terms of, like I said, the attacking talent, we need to see goals.
Or just
In
good
order-
attacking play.
Yeah, in order to win games.
Yeah, I agree with you on the defensive side. It does seem like anytime, I have to say that Robin Jansen might be one of the most important signings this team has ever done, because if there's ever a crazy cross in the box you're nervous, it seems like, dude, there's the Viking with a head or a foot on it. Just like he seems to be like the king, like on a chessboard. He's like the king piece in Oscar Pereira's like game plan. He always seems to be in the right spot, and I do agree with you. Like Pereira seems to have that figured out. Now, as far as the attacking side goes, I will say that if you think about Orlando City's history, the only time we've ever really seen attacking prowess, I'm not going to count the Nani years because that was like individual talent, MLS goal of the week kind of stuff, which is not a reliable way to score goals over a season.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when we had Kyle Larin, when we had Daryl Dike, when we had that 1 year when Chris, what's the guy? I mean,
Chris Mueller.
Cash Money Mueller, Chris Mueller, yeah. When he was actually like putting balls in the net, not over them. Like for those windows there, those guys made goals for us. So I don't know if you can formation your way into the net. I think you have to like talent your way into the net, and those players are always worth money, and that's why they don't stay in our team long at all. I mean, Kyle Larin, we drafted, boom, gone, Europe. Daryl Dike, draft him, scoring goals, boom, gone, Europe. Do we have the financial resources to keep a striker who's putting, that many goals in the net? We know it's not Urchin Kara. I know you guys certainly don't think it's Urchin Kara.
No, thank you.
I don't
But,
think he
like,
played that
so
much at all.
How would Orlando City even go about discovering a talent like one of those guys and keeping them?
I mean, if you right now with the way that the MLS is and like where we kind of rank both financially and talent wise against European leagues, I don't think there's a way you can. Even if we had, like, if we would have signed Julian Alvarez when we were linked with him, what was it, 2 seasons ago or whatever it was, I think he'd already be gone to Europe. He would have still probably already won a World Cup, and he just got a contract extension at Man City. So Man City has him through 2028 now. They probably would have offered us 35, 40 million. And like an MLS club right now still cannot turn down 35 to 40 million for a player, because that just changes way too much for the club in a good way. And I think we saw that with DK. We'll probably see it with Facundo at some point. We saw it with Kyle Larin. So right now we just kind of have to roll with the punches as being a semi-developmental league for clubs in Europe.
Yeah, I would agree with that, which is a whole nother question of is the university soccer system in this country? Because
whole other conversation.
Is that even pulling out is that even producing the sort of talents we need for the MLS to grow and our national team to grow? Like that's a whole nother. You could do an episode on that alone. So here you go. I'll wrap up my time with you guys. I appreciate you taking my call and appreciate you putting my ridiculous videos on the OC Fan Reacts. I always try to make those as entertaining as possible.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. I love OC Fan TV, and I've spread the word to some of my friends also. But let's talk about the match against Tigres and what you guys think is really going to happen. Like, that was a hard-fought battle up in Monterrey, which is pretty much like it's like the Denver of Mexico, which is already high. I mean, I'm pretty sure that stadium is, what is it? What's the altitude there?
I have zero.
Wrong people for that question.
I think it's like mile high. It's called El Volcan. I think it's like a volcanic mountain. I'm pretty sure the air is very thin there.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult place to play. So now they're coming here, which I don't think is difficult for them. I'm assuming that our stadium is going to have a pretty good handful of Tigres fans.
Oh, yeah.
There. But, like, what do you guys think? Do you think we're going to hold them off, or you think they're going to find their form and Tigres is going to put 3 spot on us? What's the realistic prediction for this Wednesday?
Away, I said we would lose 2-0. Do I think we were lucky to get away with drawing that game? 100%. Pedro had a great game. They hit the post. Gignac didn't have his however you say it, didn't have his best game finishing wise. He could have had a couple himself. If we play that same way, I don't see us being able to hold out to a 0-0 draw again and hope for extra time or penalties. So it depends on how we come out to play. If we come out to attack, I think it could be a very good game and it could go either way. But if we just sit back, we're not holding them to 0-0 again.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. Well, here's my prediction, and then I'll wrap and say goodnight to you guys. I think I'm going to go with two predictions. The most likely, I think, is a 1-1 draw, and then it goes to penalties, and anything's possible there. We know that.
That would actually let Tigres win because away goals are still a thing.
They still do. They do the aggregate goals in this. Okay, because I'm used to Champions League where they've done away with that, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we still have to do it.
I think that's the most likely scenario. Is probably Tigres see us out with a 1-1 draw. But what if it's 2-1? What if we find the second goal in the 80th minute? Are we coming out with the
2-1 us would be a win for us.
Any scenario with us winning puts us through, but any time we're drawing at this point now would see us out. So we have to win this game.
Okay, realistic view, it's a 1-1 draw, and we bow out with our heads held high. Hopeful view, which we know how painful that one is we actually find that breakthrough at the end, and Facundo Torres pulls off a fantastic finish in the run of play, and the Lions see it out 2-1.
How great would that be?
I think for us, like at this level, it's new territory for us as a club. And new territory for us as fans. So how great would it be? It'd be freaking awesome, dude. Yep. That's a thumbs up to that, right?
Yep. All right. Well, let's let Dave give his prediction while you're still on the phone, and then we can let you go.
All right. Let's do it.
My super optimistic prediction is we continue our hot run of defending play and get a 1-0 win. We sneak off, but I don't think that's realistic enough. I think we will concede. I feel like 1-1 is very realistic for us, but I'm going to be optimistic and go for a 2-1 win.
There we go. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, we gotta win. A draw or a loss knocks us out, so we're hoping for the technical 3 points, I guess, coming out of this match.
All right, let's do it. 2-1, boys. Hey, thanks for having me on. Love you guys. OC Fan TV rules, and talk to y'all next time.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate the call.
Yes, sir.
Good night, brother.
My shoulder.
Welcome to OC Fan TV. You got any thoughts, comments, hot takes, any match recap or preview?
Shit. I don't know, bro.
We just need like 5 minutes. This is Bryce, for those of you that don't know. He fortunately is sick with a case of bitchitis. So he's not able to make it into the studio. Kanado is busy with work. So we're just trying to get him on the pod through the phone calls that we've been doing. And we just want your opinion on the DC match, Bryce, and then a preview of the Tigres match.
Opinion on the DC match. It's an all right result to have with that much rotation in the squad, and it's still a problem. Our attack's still not looking good at all. Hopefully we see that change in the next couple matches, and when our players get like more time to gel, because so far there's been a game. All right, fuck y'all.
Whoa.
Goddamn.
What? It's because he could see the phone bouncing in your hand because you were laughing.
He couldn't see anything because his eyes were fucking closed the whole time.
Bro, I look at the fucking screen. He's just...
Yeah, and so,
you should... I should have had a screen
pass
recording.
the phone over, but like... Here, you do it, because I'm gonna end up laughing.
You look like you want to kill Dave. I'm sorry. I
honestly apologize for that.
Do a hoe.
All right. So continue your thoughts. Actually, no. Let me ask you a question based off what you said. You said our attack was, what did you say? It was kind of like mid that match.
Yeah.
So do you think that's still Oscar's tactics playing defensively, or do you think our guys just aren't meshed yet?
I think it's a little bit of both because, like, right now, we've rotated a lot the past 3 games. So they still haven't got, like, a run of games together to build that chemistry. So
not Oscar
I don't
at
know.
all.
It's still fucking worrying. We've seen Oscar do this for the past 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So
Do you think he'll do the same thing Wednesday night?
we better not because we got to fucking win.
Yeah. Draw or loss is us out, so you have to either win 1-0 and just play Simeone ball or actually go for the game for once.
Yeah, and we're going to be at home, so I would hope that we would try taking the game to Tigres a little bit.
Have we done that in our, 2 home games we've had?
Hell no.
Are we doing that in any game we've had this year?
No. We've sat back and played defensively all, 4 games?
Aside from the first half of the Revolution game, I've seen nothing of us taking it to the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was preseason.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's not looking great. And I do have – it's kind of worrying. Facundo, he has not looked good at all this season.
Did you see the stat that he hasn't passed to any of our strikers, like, the whole season? He hasn't made one pass to a striker.
Yeah, I did see that.
So I don't know what that is, whether that's his thing or that's Oscar's thing. Him facilitating the ball to our what should be our main goal scorers is key.
Yeah. It feels like he just receives the ball, and then it's either he's passing it back or he's losing it right now. And if he wants to go to Europe at some point, he's going to have to step it up at some point.
I mean, we saw what he did last season. He can do it. So, I mean, honestly, I think it comes down to what Oscar's telling him to do. Because we've seen him be able to play beautiful attacking football, and I'm sure that's what he wants to do. But he might just not have that choice right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to judge because we've never been in the Champions League. But right now, it seems like we're just all in on the Champions League. I feel like he might not want to, like, show his whole, like, system before Tigres.
That's a possibility.
I don't know. It's confusing. And we have a team that should be doing better than we are right now. And the results are not terrible. Like, we're still undefeated, but I just need to see something change.
Yeah, fair. All right.
This shit cannot last the whole season.
Yeah, all right. Any last thoughts before we let you go to sleep?
Fuck Tigres.
Facts.
You got a food? If you say enchiladas or tacos, that's just not okay.
I was going to say your fucking peppers aren't even hot.
All right, so 1 chip challenge incoming. For you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said it on the pod, mate.
Maybe. We'll see.
No,
if
you already
we win,
said
I'll
yes.
do it.
Oh, all
If
right.
we win, I'll do it.
Virtual handshake.
I bet.
I heard. All right, we will talk to you. Well, we will talk to you tomorrow. Y'all will see him whenever.
Fuck Gignac.
Fair. All right.
Nighthawk, that's what it was.
Shalom. Oh, wow, that is loud.
What's up?
Nothing much. We just talked to Bryce. Now we're talking to you. We had some other people call in before, but now we're just trying to get all the lads on and get opinions on the DC match from Saturday and then the Tigres match this Wednesday.
Heard. So, DC match. Duncan McGuire, fucking legend, man.
Yeah.
Love that. Love the lad. Going out there, doing all the things that we want from a big man striker, holding the ball up well, linking up play in the final third, and then what a finish, I guess. Being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out pretty well. Dagger Dan did well to be in the right position to get the ball back across, and then, I mean, that's probably the best positioning from a striker that we've seen in a long, long time.
Since
So that was going to be one of my next points. Dagger Dan, so far this season, the most impressive midfielder that we've seen, I do have to say.
Yeah, I don't think I can disagree with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
think
been
Ojeda-
on fire again. You know,
maybe
he's aggressive. He's not afraid to drive the ball down the pitch. He's fluid. He's silky on the ball, man. Like, he's looked good.
maybe Cartagena. To be fair, he's had a decent season too.
That's a shout.
Cartagena has been my shocker of the year so far because that man has been fucking putting in work.
He has. He's done very well. All right.
Only other thought, it sucks to concede and only get the point, but I'm glad that we got the draw. You know, it's kind of what we asked for to go on the road with a rotation squad is to walk away with the point. So, I guess mission accomplished.
Against DC, who we notoriously it's just
Shit
always
bed.
ass against them away.
Right. The Wayne Rooney curse has not ended yet.
No.
Now we got to get the 3 points against them to end that. All right. I was going to say one more thing on the DC match, but I can't remember what it was. I mean, their goal was a banger, to be fair. Pedro can't really get to it. It's across the body, and it's post in. So, good, fair play to him. And moving on to Tigres Wednesday night, Bryce was kind of talking a little bit about like the offensive struggles that we've had. I feel like everybody's talking about that currently, but it's a big thing that we need to win that match. We need to win it in 90 because a draw or a loss knocks us out. So we kind of have to go for the match. But will Oscar sit back and play terrorist ball and kind of turn into Diego Simeone fully, or will we actually go for this match?
Yeah, so we have been playing top-tier terrorist football this year. Literally have not lost a match, but have only scored one goal from open play. So obviously the offensive struggles are definitely something that we're all concerned about, but kind of contributing that too, we have, a fairly new attack this year. We've got people playing in different positions. Those passing lanes are getting stronger. The connections are getting stronger. But yeah, we got to go for the game, man. There is no draw. There is no tomorrow.
Yep.
When it comes to the CONCACAF, man. We gotta win that game. We gotta go through. Oscar Pereira in tournament knockout style play football is OP. So let's see if we get that Oscar Pereira tomorrow or the master terrorist himself.
All right, my last thing to bring up to you before I let Dave bring up something if he wants to is also something that I brought up with Bryce. You said the passing lanes are getting better. There was a stat recently, or what I guess record if you want to call it, that Facundo Torres either he hasn't tried to pass or he hasn't completed a pass to any of our number 9s this season. So he has not been getting the ball to the striker, whether that's an Oscar thing or that's just unfortunate through 4 games at this point. I don't know, but it's something to look out for.
So something I would say to that is 2 out of the games we played in that back 3, and I know that it's supposed to be a 1-striker look, but we've seen it kind of transition into a 3-5-2, where he's playing that second striker. So he's receiving the ball in different spaces. He's being asked to do things differently for 2 matches out of it, and then he's getting rotated with, Ojeda or, somebody else coming onto the pitch to secure either a draw or try to hold that lead. It is a little worrisome. Obviously, Facundo is our star boy. We want to see him doing well on everything. That's the lad that we rely on in these big games. So obviously we hope that Wednesday he shows up for us and does what we know he can do. But we gotta get him in the right positions to be able to, he played 2 of those games with fucking Kara up top. We know that guy doesn't do anything for us.
Yep. All right, Dave, you got anything?
No. Honestly, I don't.
Typical Dave. Love
Fair
that.
play.
All right. Well, we'll see how this podcast turns out once I edit it tonight. It's been an adventure.
Yeah.
So, well, we appreciate you giving us the time, and we will talk to you. Well, Dave isn't going to be there Wednesday because he'd rather go watch Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic.
All
in the
right,
World
I
Baseball
didn't know it
Classic,
was going to
but-
be the same fucking day. I'm sorry, shoot me, but it's a big deal for me and my family. So yeah, I won't be there. I'll be there in spirit. I'll have one headphone in watching the game during the game. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate you giving me the call. Hopefully this podcast works out, and vamos Orlando.
Yeah, we will see you Wednesday.
I'll be there in heart and mind.
All right. Well, it is now closing time, so we appreciate everybody that called in. And if you didn't, honestly, do it next time, please.
The more the merrier, to be honest.
Yeah. If you're afraid to talk, fair, but also don't be a bitch. So we will. Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna make you do the outro that Kanata usually does.
You're asking the wrong
No,
fucking
I'm-
person.
no,
The
I'm
early
making you do it.
onset dementia's already hitting.
You're talking to the wrong person to complain about that.
What the fuck is his outro? If you're watching this, what is it?
You've only been involved in like 50 something episodes, so
You think I pay attention to the fucking outro?
I
The only
don't
thing I
know.
know is your fucking murder mysteries. If you're listening to us on Spotify, what is it, Apple Music, whatever it is, thanks to you guys. If you're watching us, you clearly know where to find us out on YouTube, OC Fan TV, OC Fan TV 22 on Twitter, Spotify, right?
it's just Orlando City Fan TV on Spotify
Oh, Orlando City Fan TV on Spotify
and YouTube,
and YouTube. OC Fan TV on Instagram
TikTok.
and TikTok.
Well,
What are your murder mysteries?
yeah,
You want to do it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Damn,
All right.
Wow, Canada's putting up a fight
1-9. Well done.
in the second inning now.
Let's see. Yeah, murder mysteries. Jason Christ, give us a handle at OC Fan TV. I personally will see you guys Wednesday after our CONCACAF Champions League match at 8:15 at Exploria Stadium, and we hope to come out of that moving into the round of 8 and not just going home. So I will see you guys then, and good night.